Are you ready to dive into a treasure trove of explosive, heart-pounding, and criminally overlooked gems from the 1990s? Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a wild ride through a decade of high-octane thrills, bone-crunching fights, and quotable one-liners that somehow slipped under the radar. From femme fatale with firearms to invisible men causing chaos, this list has it all. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and prepare to update your must-watch list. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more nostalgic deep dives into cinema history. Trust us, you won't want to miss a single entry on this list. Each film is a unique time capsule of 90s action that deserves your attention. Let's lock and load. Kathryn Bigelow's Blue Steel is a pulse-pounding psychological thriller that packs more punch than a .44 Magnum. Jamie Lee Curtis stars as Megan Turner, a rookie cop who finds herself entangled in a deadly game of cat and mouse with a psychopathic Wall Street trader, played with chilling intensity by Ron Silver, after she shoots a robber on her first day on the job. Curtis delivers a tour de force performance, subverting the typical damsel in distress trope by portraying a complex, capable protagonist who's as comfortable wielding a firearm as she is navigating the murky waters of police bureaucracy. The film's exploration of gender dynamics in a male-dominated field was ahead of its time, making it a fascinating watch even decades later. Batten down the hatches and prepare to set sail on the most expensive flop of its time, Cutthroat Island. This swashbuckling adventure starring Geena Davis and Matthew Modine may have sunk Carolco Pictures, but it's a buried treasure waiting to be rediscovered. Directed by Rennie Harlin, it follows female pirate Morgan Adams as she searches for buried treasure while fending off rival pirates and the British Royal Navy. The film is a rollicking roller coaster of ship-to-ship battles, sword fights, and explosions that would make Michael Bay blush. While critics at the time keel-hauled the film for its bloated budget and somewhat cliched plot, the film deserves credit for its groundbreaking portrayal of a female action hero in a genre typically dominated by men. Davis's performance as the fierce and cunning Morgan is a breath of fresh sea air, proving that women can swash their buckles with the best of them. The practical effects and stunt work in Cutthroat Island are truly spectacular, with full-sized pirate ships and massive explosions that put many of today's CGI-heavy blockbusters to shame. It's a feast for the eyes that deserves to be seen on the biggest screen possible. Before he tragically left this world, Brandon Lee proved he was more than just Bruce Lee's son in the electrifying Rapid Fire. This adrenaline-fueled martial arts actioner showcases Lee's incredible physical prowess and undeniable screen presence. Lee plays Jake Lowe, a student who witnesses a murder and gets caught in the crossfire between the Chicago Mafia, corrupt cops, and drug lords. The plot may sound familiar, but Lee's charisma and the film's breakneck pacing elevate it above your typical action fare. The fight scenes in Rapid Fire are nothing short of spectacular. Each punch, kick, and acrobatic feat is executed with a grace and intensity that leaves viewers breathless. Ricochet is a gritty, no-holds-barred thriller that pairs Denzel Washington with John Lithgow in a deadly game of revenge. Directed by Russell Mulcahy of Highlander fame, this film pushes the boundaries of the cat-and-mouse thriller to delirious extremes. Washington plays Nick Stiles, a rookie cop who becomes an overnight hero after taking down psychopathic criminal Earl Talbot Blake. Years later, Blake escapes from prison with one goal: to destroy Nick's life in the most elaborate and sadistic way possible. What follows is a twisted tale of psychological warfare and brutal violence that's not for the faint of heart. Lithgow's performance as Blake is utterly unhinged, creating one of the most memorable villains of 90s cinema. Washington, in one of his earlier leading roles, brings a raw intensity to Nick that foreshadows his later, more celebrated performances. Ricochet stands out for its unflinching portrayal of corruption, media manipulation, and the dark underbelly of the American dream. It's a film that's not afraid to get its hands dirty, delivering social commentary alongside its thrills and spills. If you're looking for a film that combines witty dialogue, explosive action, and a hefty dose of girl power, look no further than The Long Kiss Goodnight. Directed by Rennie Harlin and written by Shane Black, this thriller stars Geena Davis as Samantha Kane, a suburban mom who discovers she's actually a lethal government assassin with amnesia. Davis teams up with Samuel L. Jackson, playing a down-on-his-luck private investigator, in a cross-country adventure to uncover her past and thwart a terrorist plot. The chemistry between Davis and Jackson is electric, with Black's trademark snappy dialogue providing plenty of laughs amidst the chaos. What sets this apart is its subversion of gender roles in action films. Davis's character transitions from a nurturing mother to a badass killing machine, challenging stereotypes and delivering some of the most memorable action scenes of the 90s. The film's winter setting provides a unique backdrop for its action sequences, with an ice skating chase and a climactic battle on a frozen lake standing out as particularly innovative set pieces. Dive into the dystopian world of Strange Days, a cyberpunk thriller that was light years ahead of its time. Directed by Catherine Bigelow and written by James Cameron, this film paints a disturbingly prescient picture of a near-future Los Angeles on the brink of societal collapse. Ralph Fiennes stars as Lenny Nero, a former cop turned black market dealer of squid recordings, digital recordings of people's memories and physical sensations that can be experienced by others. When he receives a recording of a murder, Lenny is thrust into a conspiracy that could tear the city apart. Strange Days is a sensory overload in the best possible way, with Bigelow's kinetic direction and some groundbreaking POV shots putting viewers right in the middle of the action. The film's exploration of voyeurism, police brutality, and the addictive nature of technology feels even more relevant today than it did in 1995. Angela Bassett co-stars as Mace, Lenny's bodyguard and voice of reason, delivering a performance that redefines the action heroine. Her combination of physical prowess and emotional depth makes Mace one of the most compelling characters in 90s sci-fi. John Carpenter takes a detour from his usual horror fare with Memoirs of an Invisible Man, a clever blend of science fiction, romance, and espionage thriller. Chevy Chase stars as Nick Holloway, a stock analyst who becomes invisible after a freak accident and must evade capture by a ruthless government agent, Sam Neill. While the premise might sound like fodder for slapstick comedy, and there are certainly humorous moments, Carpenter treats the concept of invisibility with a surprising amount of realism and pathos. Chase, known primarily for his comedic roles, delivers a nuanced performance that balances humor with genuine emotion. The film's special effects, which should have won an Academy Award for Best Visual Effects, still hold up remarkably well today. The movie also explores deeper themes of identity and alienation, as Nick grapples with his newfound condition and its impact on his relationships, particularly with the film's love interest played by Daryl Hannah. Don the purple suit and swing into action with The Phantom, a pulpy superhero adventure that brings the classic comic strip character to vibrant life. Billy Zane stars as Kit Walker, the latest in a long line of masked crime fighters known as the Phantom, who must stop an evil businessman from obtaining mystical skulls that grant immense power. Directed by Simon Windsor, The Phantom is a love letter to the serial adventures of the 1930s and 40s. The film's retro aesthetic, complete with Art Deco designs and classic cars, creates a unique visual style that sets it apart from other superhero movies of its era. Zane brings a perfect blend of charm and physicality to the role of the Phantom, equally at home delivering quips as he is swinging through the jungle or engaging in swashbuckling sword fights. The supporting cast, including Treat Williams as the delightfully hammy villain and Catherine Zeta-Jones in an early role, adds to the film's sense of fun. While The Phantom may lack the darker edge of modern superhero films, its earnest heroism and sense of adventure make it a refreshing watch. The practical effects and stunt work give the action scenes a tangible quality often missing in today's CGI-heavy blockbusters. Point of No Return, also known as The Assassin, is an American remake of Luc Besson's La Femme Nikita that stands on its own as a stylish and intense action thriller. Bridget Fonda stars as Maggie, a convicted felon who is given a second chance at life by becoming a government assassin. Directed by John Badham, the film follows Maggie's transformation from a strung-out criminal to a sophisticated and deadly operative. Fonda's performance is a highlight, conveying Maggie's internal struggle between her violent profession and her desire for a normal life. The action sequences are sleek and well choreographed, with Fonda performing many of her own stunts. As Maggie becomes more proficient in her new role, she begins to question the ethics of her actions and the organization she works for. This adds a layer of depth to what could have been a straightforward action film. strap on your jetpack and take to the skies with The Rocketeer, a charming and thrilling adventure that captures the spirit of 1930s pulp fiction. Directed by Joe Johnston, this Disney production stars Billy Campbell as Cliff Secord, a stunt pilot who discovers a prototype jetpack and becomes embroiled in a plot involving Nazi spies and Hollywood intrigue. The Rocketeer is a visual feast, with meticulous period details and Art Deco designs that bring 1938 Los Angeles to vibrant life. The film's retro-futuristic aesthetic, particularly in the design of the Rocketeer's iconic helmet and jetpack, has influenced countless works since. The action sequences are exhilarating, combining practical effects with then cutting-edge CGI to create believable flying scenes that still impress today. Beyond its visual appeal, it boasts a stellar cast including Jennifer Connelly as Cliff's actress girlfriend, Alan Arkin as his mentor, and Timothy Dalton as an Errol Flynn-esque movie star with a dark secret. Their performances add depth and humor to the film's heroic narrative. And there you have it, folks. 10 underrated action movies from the 1990s that deserve a second or first look. Each of these films brings something unique to the table, whether it's groundbreaking special effects, complex characters, or innovative action sequences that still get the adrenaline pumping decades later. Did we miss any of your favorite overlooked 90s action flicks? We'd love to hear your suggestions in the comments below. And if this list has ignited your passion for explosive entertainment, be sure to check out our other movie playlists for more hidden gems and beloved classics across all genres. See you in the next video.